Peace, fam. How are you? Hope all is well. I really didn't want to, I really was not in the mood to make a video, right? But, uh, part and stuff. But, right now, as we speak, right? This coronavirus is nothing to be played with, okay? Now, I don't care, people running around here talking about black people can't catch it or whatever. Listen, I wouldn't even take a chance with it, okay? I would not take a chance. This shit right here, we are up. I've been watching. This is why I actually came on here, because I want you guys to go to this guy's page. He's called Agent Free TV, okay? I've been watching him for the last couple days and watched the numbers of cases and the body counts rising like crazy, okay? Italy has locked its whole country down. There is no movement, okay? You have Australia locking its countries down. Washington State is so bad right now that they have um, nursing homes on lock. There was one nursing home that, okay, let's do this. I left here February 20th, right? And this is when the first case of corona started, February 20th. Although I'm talking about in the United States, right? I'm going to say February 20th when it really hit mainstream here, right? So because I was in Texas at the time and I was going to leave the next week, but they had this thing where they were saying that they had quarantined 200 people in Atlanta, and my flight was going to go from Houston to Atlanta to um, Philadelphia. That's how that goes, right? But I was going to get on that. I was going to go to George Bush's International Airport. However, I had insurance on um, the ticket, right? So I changed it up because they had 200 people that they just quarantined in Atlanta. So I did go the following week, and then when I went, um, there were so many people in the airport with these military masks on. It was very disturbing. You couldn't tell if people actually had, you know, contracted it or if these people were taking precautions. However, this is the deal here, okay? This virus has been running rampant uh, in the United States was not prepared for this, okay? And still to this day, they're not prepared for this. If you have elders, the elders right in this moment are the most vulnerable. They're saying that the babies uh, can will probably not contract it. However, they can carry these germs um, and pass this virus off to the adults. Okay, so far we really didn't see any children. However, there are cases now of people 20 in their 20s and 30s, things of that nature. And then I just heard that a child contracted it from the parents. So I don't know their age bracket. But this shit is getting serious, okay? The shit right here is getting very, very serious. Okay? Slowly but surely, people don't realize what's going on right in front of their face. They are shutting shit down as we speak. They have no choice. United States should have been on lockdown since this shit first started, okay? So this is the deal. I looked at Donald Trump yesterday, his press conference, right? And he goes, one of the guys supposed to be some kind of health professional or whatever. He says that they should have 14 million test kits by in the next 30 days, right? So let's do the math. 14 million test kits. There are 300 and something million people in the United States of America. Okay, and that's just the test alone. They still do not have the virus itself. The prediction of getting a cure for this is a year and a half out. Okay, and I'm in like I'm in Delaware, so like we haven't had 1 inch of snow. I was just looking at that today, and I already know. I'm like, damn, it hasn't snowed here. Okay, I'm in the Northeast. It has not snowed. Okay, we need snow here to kill off the freaking germs. New York and New Jersey is about to go on lockdown. They are sending the military up to New Rochelle, New York, as we speak, okay? Because it's spreading like wildflowers there. Over in Washington State, like I said, they have these people on lockdown. I was looking today, early this morning. The lady, they were on the cruise ship fighting over rotten food, okay? Because they got these people, and this is the thing. Once you're suspected of it, when they come get, if you're suspected of it, the military comes to get you, right? And people think you're going to a normal hospital. You're not going to a normal hospital. You are going to a military quarantined facility where you will remain until you die or there's a cure. Okay? You want to hear that again? You will be there until you die or there's a cure, unless your immune system can fight it off, right? Because there are people recovering. However, now they're looking at it. You have people who, quote unquote, recovered from it that's now infected again. Right? People need to understand how serious this shit is, okay? Especially if you're a person, a lot of people, and why I say that black people are very vulnerable, because there's a lot of black people walking around here with no health insurance, that doesn't really eat well, and don't have like a healthy immune system. So that makes you vulnerable as well, right? Don't keep thinking it's all about your melanin. I'm hoping it is our melanin that save us, right? But right now, this is not a good look for any American, any of us, right? I was listening to my brother the other day, Information Man, and I thought that's where he got me to start watching this dude on Agent Free TV. That's some serious shit going on. But like he said, we hope for the best, but we got to prepare for the worst, because now you got Coachella. I just listened. Coachella won't be performing until October of this year. All of these places, if they even have these soccer games, they supposed to have these big soccer games and all that stuff going on. Well, they're locking it down where no humans, they'll play, but other people will not be able to attend. It's just, to me, it's just dangerous to be amongst people. If you can stay home and out of the way, and they said, yesterday, at least Trump said, if you feel sick or whatever, and you got to take off, they're giving up, people sick days or whatever. This is what I want you to do now. I need y'all to go get you some water, okay? Get your ass a lot of water. Get a lot of beans. I've been saying this since 2017, okay? Ever since I heard Trump say prepare, 6 months for the power grids might go down or whatever. And then, he started playing with cutting and food stamps and all this shit. But I said to myself, I said, something more serious is coming our way, okay? I had this feeling for a very long time, right? So my advice, get lots of water, and get these things, lots of tissue. Just stock up on basic needs, because in a minute, I'm telling you, it's nothing. People don't realize there's nothing moving on the docks and stuff right now. There is no international trading really going on in this world because of this virus. Okay, 80% of our products come from China, and India, okay? Coffee, Ethiopia. It doesn't even matter because you got high concentrations of Ebola. I said Ebola, pardon, so, um, of coronavirus found in Egyptians. There were some people that went to Egypt who has now came back to the United States and infect everybody around them. And it seems like when they're infecting people, they're infecting them by the 30s. For some odd reason, the number 30 is just like out there, right? The number 30, yesterday they were waiting. This is the thing, like I said, we can go back here. February 20th, right? February 20th is when I'm just going to put a start on this, right? So a lot of these people that they're testing now, these tests, a lot of them were from the bunch that was from February 20th, okay? We're in March now, okay? And it can take up to 14 days for you to catch these symptoms. So the way this shit is spreading now, this is out of control. There is no real control over what's going on here, okay? The best solution in the moment until further notice, right? If you can, is no human contact, right? People still going to work and stuff. All this shit about to shut down. It's going to be listen, you're not going to be able to go to the store. There will be no banks open, no social services, no social security, none of this stuff in a minute. Everything is going to shut down. They're playing with your ass right now. Okay? They playing with your ass. It's all smokescreen. I saw the news guy was questioning Donald Trump yesterday, right? And he asked him, because Donald Trump was dealing with this guy, I think it was two politicians who came in contact with somebody with the coronavirus. So they asked Donald Trump yesterday and Mike Pence, had they been tested since they've been around people that are known to have came in contact with other people with coronavirus. Okay? And then when they asked Donald Trump, he was coughing. You know what? You know what? Karma is real, right? Karma is real. These things are written. And I have spoke on it before. Every evil pharaoh we ever had on this planet died, right? And the people amongst them died of the plague. Okay? And if they didn't die, then the people would kill them because they felt as though they were the ones that brought the plague on because they were misleading the people. These things are written in your Bible, your Quran, the Torah. These things are written. These things, it happened before. And it's just now, it's just our time, to experience it. This is not a game. I'm like, if you got if you can afford to, everybody now, this is my thing, black people. I know we already struggling. You know what I mean? I know shit is hard already for a lot, but I'm telling you now, you gotta go into like times 7 to the 7th power of hustle mode right now and get your shit in order, okay? Before this shit gets locked down. And the way they talking about locking this shit down, I just told you. New Rochelle, okay? And in California already, right? Military are coming to these places who has high volumes of coronavirus patients or quarantine locations. So that means they're coming to cities and states near you to lock that shit down. You will not be able to move. Okay? The guy Cotton, He's over top of Port Authority, New York, New Jersey's Port Authority. He has now contracted the coronavirus. Okay? This thing doesn't care how much money, what kind of car, what kind of jewelry. And it's a silent killer. It's a silent killer. Okay? So I'm telling you now, brothers and sisters, okay? Just to be, like I said, rather to be safe than sorry. Stay away from people. I'm not going to say stay away from those people, okay, that we know or suspect of it. And like I said, I don't care how much melanin you got in your skin. I really don't think yet, right? That it has anything to do with our melanin. It has a lot to do probably with you having a strong and healthy immune system, right? Because there's a lot of melanated people around here that's unhealthy. And they're going to fall. You know what I mean? So when they fall, if you're around, and this is the thing, right? Let's say my neighbor has coronavirus, right? You know what the fuck? You know what they're gonna come in here and do? Once they find out that person had it, everybody around here will be fucking quarantined. Okay? This is how they playing this game right now. Okay? And it's too late for them to track down every last person who came in contact with certain people with this virus, because a lot of this stuff came through airports and boats. Okay. Now, so when you hear the word community, that means that somebody caught it without leaving the country, without taking a cruise, without being on a plane, right? So then that leads to the question of, okay, well, they were in the community, so who in the community was in close proximity to someone who contracted this virus? Okay? This is a numbers game. And this number game, we already lost. United States, let me tell you, and a lot of countries is saying it. It's criticizing the United States because they weren't prepared. Okay, they had already cut CDC. They weren't prepared for this, right? And now you have a lot of nurses, RNs, ambulance drivers, doctors, politicians, from high places to low places with the freaking coronavirus, okay? Harvard University has gave its students up until the 15th to find them some place to go. You will not be able to be on campus, living on campus at Harvard. They just made that announcement as well. So what I think I'm going to do, because I don't want to really keep you too long on this video, but I am keeping my eye out for what's going on here, okay? Like I said, go prep your water, get your food, especially because I'm really right now, I'm in the Northeast, but I'm really thinking about going south if I can. And that may be hard to do in a minute because all the buses and trains and stuff like that is getting ready to go on lock. Right? Because Port Authority, they just caught it there, so they already know it's an actual fact. If the guy from Port Authority caught it, right? And he tell you he traveled all over the place, and he said he quite sure he got it from an air flight or something he did, right? So then this man has came in contact with all these other employees of Port Authority. So now they got to go and find out how many people was he connected to. This thing is trying to figure out by the time they test these people, and the test takes a minute, for it to come back positive or negative. Then they don't even have enough tests to test everybody in America in the moment, okay? So it takes a long time for the symptoms to come. It takes a long time for them to get them, somewhere quarantined, and then for the test results. So you're trying to beat time with. Listen, time is not on our side. To be honest, and numbers are not on our side. Unfortunately, it's going to be a lot of people. It's going to be a lot of people when this thing is over with. Mind you, we are a year and a half away from finding a cure. If they find a cure, between that, hallelujah, that person will be the richest person on this planet, right? That's if they live to see the richest. Because I'm telling you right now, the shit that we are, pardon me for cursing, so I'm trying to cut that out a little bit. Yeah. Um, and it has nothing to do with the virus. It's just I want to cut out so much cursing. When I'm teaching, sometimes I can become harsh with my words, and I don't really want to do that, right? But anyway, I want us to get ourselves in order. Not tomorrow, but yesterday, okay? Because this shit that's getting ready to hit us. Because if it doesn't, listen, this thing could get so bad, right? Where we don't even have to die from the actual virus. We can die from famine. We can die from not having food and water and basic shit. I'm telling you, okay? So just be careful. If you could stay, lay low for as long as you can. Don't go out unless you really, really need to be out. I was walking outside today. I went for a stroll, and then you know what I did? I went to the library, but then I was like, oh shit, because I had something to do. And I need to go to the library. But I took me some hand sanitizer. Everything before and after I touched it, hand sanitizer, hand sanitizer. That right there is the truth, right? That is the truth. Your hand sanitizer and washing your hands. I'm looking like people should have been washing their hands a long time ago. However, you got a lot of people are not conscious. I've been saying that for the longest time. People are not conscious, right? And by them not being conscious, they can put you in danger because they're not paying attention. Now we got a silent killer on the loose. You know what I mean? So I can't trust the next person to be clean. I gotta trust myself to be clean, safe, and sanitized, right? So that's the goal here. Make sure you and your family is protected. Um, like they said, some in these masks, these old masks they got running around. I was listening at the guy was talking about that. It said it might be safer for you not to have a mask on to have it on. Because if you get the shit and it's all on the mask, when you go touch the mask on your face, right? You're going to still have it if you don't properly cleanse yourself afterwards. So it's just a big mess all around. So the best thing, for us all to do right now is lay low. I'm sorry, party goers, concert goers, you want to go out and eat at the restaurants and all that kind of stuff. I'm telling you now, this is not the time, right? Nor the day to be out socially amongst a large crowd of people. And I'm just thankful that I'm really not a big people person anyway. But hey, you just don't know. I have family and stuff, friends and stuff that's in the medical field, and I've been telling them, I've been warning them. You know what I mean? It's not like they deal with medical patients. You got people. The thing is, you have people coming in the medical facility, especially in D.C. or I think not D.C., Washington State. Either the patient went out on a trip. I think one of them went out on a trip, or maybe somebody came to visit them that was exposed to it. I don't know, but now you have a 31 positive, 1 negative, 3 inconclusive, and 20 more still need to be tested. And that's just that's at that one hospital. So what they did, they quarantined the whole hospital. Nobody coming in, nobody coming out. So now this is trickling down everywhere. They're getting ready to go on lockdown. And it's nothing we can do about it. I am so sorry. I'm just hoping for the best for all of us. I'm not wishing um, ill on us. Because to be honest, I've been doing a lot of meditating, a lot of channeling of positive energy because that's what we need in the air right about now. You really need, and it made me reflect all this racism and big eyes and little we stuff, and the things that we take for granted. We really take a lot of shit, for granted. We focus on the material and not realizing that, the greatest gift or the most valuable thing is our lives. Yeah, so I hope all of this stuff, because my phone is going dead and everything. So I'm just hoping it all didn't come up there. If it did, excuse me. But I thought I wanted to get that information out to you guys. I want you to be very vigilant and pay attention to what's going on here, okay? Because this shit is getting serious. The body count is up to like pardon, sorry, because I don't want to touch my 118,000 in something cases last time I looked at it, and that was about 10 minutes before I called, got on here with you guys. So I'm going to go back as well. And for those who's not watching or paying attention, I will personally come back and update you as much as I can too, because I am covering, I'm paying attention and taking notes to this. There was also some large bank like a JP Morgan, but I forgot the name of it. But now one of the workers there has caught coronavirus, and they don't know how many people that he has exposed to it. So they're shutting that, it's going to be a mess, okay? I'm sorry, but as neighbors, brothers and sisters, and family, it's time to unite, because if not, everybody gonna perish around this bitch. I'm telling you. I mean, I hate to keep cursing. I told you I really don't want to curse, but I'm telling you, this right here, this is an evil. This is whatever it is. It is from the pits of all hells, okay? And it's gonna kill a lot of people, right? It's already killing a lot of people. Even Saudi Arabia, and Italy, and Australia, countries is on lock. They're not playing, but that's kind of smart for them to do that, right? And their population isn't as large as the United States. You think the United States would have had common sense to tell people to stop going out in crowds right about now. And the thing about it, they don't know if they keep saying if somebody sneezes on you, but this thing could be airborne. They have not exited that. They cannot cross that out yet. Okay? They really don't know how this thing actually functions. And then I was listening to a lady earlier today. She was like, they know it came from an animal. The crazy part about it, they had so many animals where this thing came from. Like, they don't know, which animal it came from. Or they can't, there's no, I don't know. It could be. My phone is getting ready to die out to you guys, so I'm getting ready to let you go. But it could be from animals. I mean, it's a strong possibility that that's how they caught this foolishness, because China has been very disrespectful to nature, eating all of the animals. And, these are things that was forbidden. They're forbidden for a reason. I would say the universe, the creator, or whatever you want to call